All right, let's talk Stranger Things 5. We've got our hands on what claims to be a super detailed plot leak for the first 4 episodes of the final season. So huge spoiler warning right up front. If you want to go in totally blind, this is your moment to bail. For everyone else, let's dive in.
So what does this source say is waiting for us at the beginning of the end? Well, it apparently kicks off by echoing the exact moment that started this entire nightmare, but with a brand new, terrifying twist.
You've got to see this parallel. It's chilling. We're on November 6th, 1987. It has been exactly 4 years to the day since Will Byers was ripped into the Upside Down. And you guessed it, history is about to repeat itself. But this time, the target is Mike's little sister, Holly.
Now, to really get how we got here, we need to paint a picture of Hawkins. It's been over a year since Vecna literally cracked the town open and, well, life is not good. To say it's grim would be an understatement.
So where's the party at when we rejoin them? Well, Hawkins is basically a military zone now. The Byers are crammed into the Wheeler house, which you can imagine is tense. We see Dustin, still completely heartbroken over Eddie, walking around wearing that Hellfire shirt like a badge of defiance. You got Steve and Robin, our favorite duo, running a secret radio network, kind of like their own little resistance. Lucas, bless him, is a constant presence right by Max's side in the hospital. Murray's become their supply guy, smuggling stuff in. And Elle? She's with Hopper, off the grid, training, getting ready for the inevitable round 2 she knows is coming.
For the past year, the gang has been desperately searching for Vecna, but he's just gone silent, vanished. And just when it seems like maybe things are contained, a new threat, one that feels terrifyingly familiar, starts to creep out from the shadows. And this new danger comes from the most unlikely place imaginable, Holly Wheeler's imaginary friend. She calls him Mr. Wattis, this sinister, invisible figure who starts talking to her, setting the stage for the whole season's first big crisis. So on that horrible anniversary, Will gets that classic terrifying feeling. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up. And it's followed by a vision. Demogorgons attacking Holly. And in that very instant, she's just gone, snatched right into the Upside Down. Holly's disappearance is the signal. The group immediately snaps into action. They don't just stick together, they fracture into these specialized teams, each one launching its own desperate mission to figure out what happened and how to fight back.
So their first response is this 3-pronged attack. Right away, Elle and Hopper gear up and head straight into the Upside Down. At the same time, Will has this realization, that connection to the hive mind he's had since season 2, he thinks he can use it as a kind of psychic GPS to find Holly. Meanwhile, Mike and Nancy start their own investigation into Mr. Wattis, and they begin with the only witness, their mom, Karen.
And that initial plan, it explodes into a full-on multi-front war. The party splits into 3 distinct teams, all working at the same time. You've got Team Rescue with Mike and Joyce, trying to use those old Season 2 tunnels to save not just Holly, but other kids who've been taken. Then there's Team Recon, Dustin, Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan going on the offensive, actually hunting Demogorgons in the Upside Down. And finally, Team Infiltration. That's Hopper and Elle, and they're going after a much bigger fish, a secret government lab that's been built inside the Upside Down. And here's the kicker, the absolute gut punch at the end of episode 4, according to this source. Every single plan fails. I mean, catastrophically fails. The military finds Team Rescue in the tunnels, a literal horde of Demogorgons swarms them, and in the final seconds, Vecna himself just steps right out of a portal. The whole plan is just ashes. But this plot isn't just about the action, you know? The source claims these first few episodes are absolutely stuffed with hidden details, callbacks, and Easter eggs that are all pointing to a much, much bigger picture. Okay, so the name Mr. Wattis is such a clever, twisted reference. We see the book A Wrinkle in Time in the kids' classroom, right? That book has a kind celestial guide named Mrs. Watsit. So what does Vecna do? He takes that name, inverts it, and creates this Slender Man-type monster who lures kids to a dark world instead of helping them. It's perfectly evil. And this whole idea of a warped reality gets a huge boost from the return of a fan favorite, Mr. Clark. He's back, and he's reportedly explaining wormhole theory, the Einstein-Rosen gridge to his glass. This isn't just a fun little cameo. It's straight-up foreshadowing that the very fabric of space, time, and even memory is about to get seriously bent out of shape.
And the nostalgia is layered so deep here. There's a poster for An American Tale in Holly's room, a movie about a lost child trying to find his family. Mike gives Holly a D&D cleric figure, which is a class known for healing and opening portals. Talk about foreshadowing her role. Robin's plan to dig a tunnel is a direct shout-out to The Great Escape. Even the music, from John Coltrane for Jonathan's Journey to Tiffany being used by Wattis, it all perfectly reflects where these characters are in 1987.
So, with all of this incredible setup in just the first 4 episodes, what does this source material predict for the final showdown with Vecna?
This is a big one. The source draws a direct and pretty powerful line between Will's psychic link to Vecna and the hive mind, and the famous connection between Harry Potter and Voldemort. And this brings up that terrifying prophecy. Neither can live while the other survives. It raises the awful possibility that to finally kill Vecna, Will might have to die too.
And that connection puts some of our favorite characters in extreme danger. Will is obviously the most vulnerable one. You've got Hopper, who's already died once, and seems ready to sacrifice himself again for Elle's future. And then there's Steve Harrington. The man who fans have been saying has had a death flag flying over his head for seasons.
And to top it all off, the source lays out some absolutely massive predictions for the end. The Mind Flayer is coming back, but it'll be revealed as the creature that inspired Henry Creel to become Vecna in the first place. We're apparently getting 2 past characters back, one we might see coming and another that'll be a total shock. A mysterious cave is supposedly the key for Holly to break free, and get this, we might finally see the government fight fire with fire by unleashing their own monster, a super soldier made from upside-down specimens.
So after everything, all the fights, all the loss, all the times they've stared into the abyss and somehow won, it all boils down to this one horrifying question. To save Hawkins, to save the world, what's the ultimate price? And will it be the life of the boy who started this whole nightmare journey in the first place?
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.